Hey, what's going on? It's me again. I'm coming on here to do a quick vlog about budgeting for Janine Wilson. And I'm not like financially, like I know everything, but I just wanted to give a couple quick tips. Um, you know, you know how much money, you know, what you're bringing into your income every month, so you know what you can and what you can't do. But my tip is it's always good to make a budget. You can either do it, with pen and paper. I do mine's on a spreadsheet, Excel, or um, I forget the name of it on the Mac. It's not, I don't know. But the thing is, you put it on a spreadsheet. All your bills, every single bill that's reoccurring that you have every month. Um, you do that. Now, what you do is, to keep up, you put the account number to the bill, the pay, which means, who you're paying, and if it's just like a regular utility bill, the amount due, and the date of the bill. If it's um, like a credit account, something like that, you want to put your monthly payment and your balance of how much you owe on your credit card or whatever. Um, Also on there, I like to put the number, the phone numbers. So you have the name of the company, you know, the amount due, the date it's due, the account number, and the phone number to the company. Um, Also, any confirmation numbers after you make a payment, you want to make a little section for that. And when you paid it. Also, when you pay it, you always want to keep a copy, the receipt, or the internet receipt, or whatever. You always want to make sure that you have that in case something happens and they say, "Oh, it didn't get paid." Say, "Yes, it's paid right here." Boom. Keep all the bill stubs, and have a file, in your home, you know, mon not Monday, with all the months in the year. Okay, so you have January's electric bill, January's gas bill. You know what I'm trying to say. And you always keep that. You know what I'm saying? And I would keep it for like 2 years. I would. Um, After you organize all your bills and everything on a spreadsheet, you have your totals. You do all the bills, and at the bottom, you have your total. Now, the I know for a fact Excel has the formulas to where you can do that. So you just put in the amounts you have to pay, and then at the bottom, you'll have your total of how much you paying out in bills for the month. So once you know that, then you know what I'm saying, you can figure out, okay, well, how much money am I going to have left over for this and that. Once you do that, then okay, you have X amount of dollars left over, and you have your money for bills. Um, how I do it is, like I told y'all in my last video, my husband has his account, I have my account, and then we have a family account. All our bills go into that account. We don't touch that, nothing. If the bills, if we when we put that certain amount of money in there, if the bills, you know, don't even come to the amount that is in the bank, we keep it in there. We don't touch it. We do not touch it, because then that's just less that we have to put in for the next time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so after you do that, also in your spreadsheet, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to do, this is what we do. We put entertainment for the kids. If we, we might want to do something every weekend with the kids or every other weekend. So we have to factor that in. If we want to go on a date, we have to factor that in. So we're going to have to sit down and we talk about how much we're going to put in for entertainment for the month. You know, entertainment and dining. So we work that into our budget that's on the spreadsheet along with the bills, but we put that under the entertainment section. And then, you got your groceries and, this and this and that. And then after, we do our groceries and entertainment, gas, you know, um, you have to factor all of that in. Okay, so after you factor all of that in, whatever you have left over personally, right? Whatever me and my husband have left over personally, after we even put our entertainment and things we want to do with the kids and, you know, the little things they need, like, might be photos at school or they have book, those little book things where, they want to go and buy books or whatever. You try to factor all of that in. Then after you do that, you have your money left over. He has his money left over. Now, I strongly encourage this. A lot of people don't have a lot of money left over, or they don't have any money at all left over. Okay? But if you do have money left over, even if it's $20, you split that $20 in half. You save 10, you hold 10. All your bills should be paid. You should have groceries, gas, all of that. This you only got $10 left over after that, then that's what you have. You know what I'm saying? $20 left over, that's what you have. But it's always good to just whatever you have left over after everything is paid, you split that in half and you save the. You keep half, you save half. That's two people saving. Okay? Or you can put that into a family savings, put it in there. Okay? That way you have your little, I'm just giving an example, $10 or whatever. Your spending expenses or whatever. Another trick that we do is, gas. Me, I have to feel comfortable. Like the first thing I do before I even spend money, before I do anything, your whole budget is already in place because you have it organized on your spreadsheet. Okay? So the first thing I do is I pay everything I have to pay. Everything I have to pay. I get that out the way. Boom, that's done. Then I physically can feel and see what I have left over. Take that half of it, put it into family savings. Okay. Then if I have $600 left or $10 left, you know what I'm saying? That's my that's my money to do what I want. Now, you know, America, a lot of people, don't have $300 or $400 to, have left over after the end of the month. After you pay your bills or whatever. But, it's just about saving, but you also want to have something that's for you. If you have $10, then you have $10. But that's what you have, and that's yours. You know what I'm saying? If you already factored your kids into your budget about all the things that they need, they don't need anything else from you. If your kids get allowance, you factor that into the budget because that money is your money. Also, your children, they want to do things that come up. Oh, I want to go skating and I want to do this and I want to do that. If you give them allowance, you don't give them you give them the cash, but this is how I do it. They get their money, I take them to the bank. They deposit that money. They don't have an ATM card, they don't have this, they don't have that. Every Saturday I'll take them to the bank. The bank is right down the street. They take out what they want. This is even for my 6-year-old too. They want to go to the store and get junk food and all of that. They don't want something that's already in the house. They want to, do this or do that. Or while we at a movie and, we budgeted in popcorn, but they want, some Skittles. Oh, you gonna pay for your own Skittles. You know what I'm saying? So even my 6-year-old, she gonna pay for her own Skittles. That's just how it is. Take them to the bank. You know what I'm saying? They have when you teach them young, they respect money. It's because it's just not given to them. They earning the money, they're learning how to save the money, and they're picking and choosing on what they want to do with their money. Now, if they blow their money and they wind up not having no money, that's a real sick feeling. When kids start learning that at an early age, they will save their money. They will be frugal because they know what the value of a dollar is. Okay. Um, yeah, like I said, split that split that little whatever you have left over in half. Now, um, goals as a family. You want to go on vacation. You want to do this. You want to do that. A lot of people can't afford to go on vacations. I can't tell you the last time I was on a vacation. That's because, I was in the military. My husband is still in the military. So we do staycations where we, go somewhere and we make goals for these things, even if it's 2 hours away. We make goals for these things. You got to factor in the hotel. You got to factor in the gas. You got to factor in the food. You got to factor in your entertainment. If you want to go shopping, you got to factor that in. Okay? But you put that in your budget. See what I'm saying? You want to take 3 or 4 months to save for that? Do that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is about organization. If you don't have your finances organized, you're always going to be broke. You're always going to be broke. When you grocery shop, there's a lot of grocery stores now. You can go online. You can save your coupons through that grocery store onto your little savings card like Dillard's and Kroger's and stuff like that. You coupon, you you know, you buy, you go for the best deals. If you Also, when you grocery shopping, do not go to the grocery store without a list. How can you go to the grocery store without a list? That's how people overspend. You have to, before you go grocery shopping, you go through your cabinets, you go through your refrigerator. You figure out what you need, what you don't need. Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying, you add that to the list. But you should always have a working grocery list because 99.9% of the people buy the same thing all the time anyway. I strongly advise when you go to the grocery store on the list, you stay on that list. Don't curve off of it unless you put it in your budget, you know what I'm saying, or whatever money you have left over if you want to get something else, you purchase it. But I wouldn't even recommend spending all of that money. If you go grocery shopping, you had $500 to $600 to grocery shop with, and you only spent $550 out of the 600. Okay, you okay, that's money left over. You know what you do with that? You split that to the last penny. You split that, put that away, save it. When you break dollar bills, this is what I do. When I break dollar, I hate breaking large bills. But when I do break large bills, I take all the singles and I put them in my little shoe shopping fund. I got a little piggy bank you get from Walmart. It's a little pig. She got a little bow. It says shoe shopping fund. Take those singles. I put those in my piggy bank. Um, Change. When you break a dollar, whatever change, I never spend my change. I always put my change in my little pig. And then at the end of the year, around Christmas time, you'll be surprised how much money and change you have. That can go towards Christmas gifts and things like that. But the thing is you have to figure out your budget and how it's going to work for you, how you're going to organize it, because everybody's brains are not made the same. Everybody has a different method of doing things. But when you can visually see what's going on, and it needs to be posted. It needs to be posted on your refrigerator, or even if, well, what I do is I make it my desktop. You know what I'm saying? To continuously remind me. After I pay a bill, oh, I need to open up my stuff and update my bills. Also, communication is the key. Either you're fully in charge of the finances to pay bills or whatever, or you are in communication with your spouse. Money is the leading reason why people get divorced. You have to communicate when it comes to money. That's why me and my husband, we have it how we have it. His money is his, mine's is mine, but we are a team. So, of course, we have to as to come together and pay bills. um, I owe a lot of this to my husband because he's frugal. Sometimes it gets on my nerves. I hate taking him shopping with me. I never take him grocery shopping because he'll sit there and find every reason in the world on why I can't buy pears. Oh, those are expensive. Why don't you just eat the apples? Well, I want the pears. You know what I'm saying? So I already worked it out in the budget. Why are you being, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like that. He is like that. And I'm grateful for it, but it gets on my nerves sometimes. But the thing is, you have to invest in your future. You have to invest in your kids' future. All of that in. When you're doing your bill organization, you have to factor in. If you want to put money aside for your children for college, even if it's $5 a month, $2 a month, you're putting something aside. If you come into money, income tax, people blow their income tax. Blow it. Invest in your future. Put it into something that's going to be beneficial to you. COD, something. You know what I'm saying? Mutual funds and stuff like that. When I was young, and I got when I first joined the army, you know what the first thing my stepfather did? He took me to see an investor. He made me he made me invest $200 a month. $200 a month towards my IRA, my mutual funds, and all of that. Do you know how handy that comes in? Think about it. $200 a month times years, years and years, decades. If you can't do $200 a month, you could do $30 a month. You could do $20 a month. You know what I'm saying? But he he did it, and he taught me how it's important. You know what I'm saying? Social people can't live off just Social Security when you get 65. Some people don't even work their whole life and can't even get, you know, Social Security. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, man. Like, how can you not invest in your future? I don't get it. You know, some people say, oh, it's easy. You can do this or you can do that, and it's easy for you to do this and it's easy for you to do that. You have to live according to your income. No champagne diet on a beer budget. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It'll never work. You know, shoot, it'll never work. Not only that, when you're smart with your money, it might feel like it's a rough time or it's hard now, but in the end, it'll always pay off. It'll always, always, always pay off. But that was just a quick little rah, rah, rah about me and how I save my money. This video is extremely, extremely long, but I made this for Janine, and I hope you get something out of it. And if you have any other questions, just holla at a sister, okay? I love you guys. You guys are the sweetest. Every single one of you are the sweetest, and I love you to death. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.